Hello and welcome to NDM TV. I'm your host, Gary Murphy, and today we have a guest with us that's going to share with us some of the insights that he's gathered over the years to help medium and large businesses understand and use media effectively in the Tulsa market. And his name's Dave Sheridan. He's with KJRH Television, and we'll be speaking with him in just a minute, so stay tuned. And welcome back. And we have Dave Sheridan, as I promised, in the studio with us. Good to have you, Dave.
Thank you.
Dave is a longtime friend and very knowledgeable and very creative, by the way, on how to market and put things together for local businesses that are impactful and efficient. And I've always enjoyed think tanking with you on how to help a client, and it's a pleasure to have you with me today.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, you've lived in Tulsa how long?
I moved here in 1979, and so.
And where are you from originally?
From Chicago, Illinois.
You're kidding.
But have been everywhere: Dallas, Kentucky, Louisville.
Well,
but this is home. I graduated in Claremore, and so I think kind of where you graduate is where home is. So, and then have been in media in Tulsa for about 35, 36.
Man, you're showing your age to say you don't look that old.
Why, thank you.
Now, you're married, have a few kids.
2 kids.
Yeah.
Yep, 2 kids. I have 2 grandkids.
No,
so,
I didn't know you were a granddad.
Yep.
Hey, that's a special club. I'm a granddad, too. That's a good club to be in.
I loved being a dad, enjoyed being a dad. It's great being a grandpa because you can go, yep, there you go.
Yeah, we're done.
Give them back.
We're
That's
done.
right.
Give them back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always say, we can sugar them up and send them on home.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Well, I tell my granddaughter, I say, now when you get home, just take your clothes and throw it all over the floor. Your mom loves that. She used to do it all the time. So,
Dave, that's great. Oh boy, yeah. Tulsa's a great place to live. It really is.
It's a great place to. Again, I've lived in Dallas. I've lived around quite a bit, and I love Tulsa. I love it to live in it, and then for our industry, I think it's the perfect place. I tell people it's the.
What are we now? 60?
Yeah, we just dropped a little bit.
We were 58
for
years, then we were 59 and 60, then we got better again. Now we're back at 60.
When I got in this business, we were 53.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it has slipped. It's not that people are moving away and that the market has gotten smaller. Other markets have grown and gotten bigger.
Yeah, so we run on that scale up and down a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's a perfect size market because it doesn't make the prices so out of reach for the smaller or the larger middle. None of them.
Right.
And just about any business can afford television
Right,
today.
exactly, and that's what makes it. I call it the perfect bowl of porridge. Because if you were in Dallas and you wanted to get a 10 p.m. news spot,
right?
You're looking at $5,000-$6,000. If you're in Ada Ardmore, it may only cost $80. But the problem being, Ada Ardmore, it's a small market.
Small market. You don't reach that many people.
No, and you don't get a lot of the large agencies. Here in this market, literally everybody could utilize television. I mean, most any business can afford to utilize television.
Now, you used an example there of a prime time, news spot or whatever. But there's so much to buy on a station.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think, of course, as soon as you ask them, well, what's your budget? They think you're trying to get in their back pocket.
Right.
But that's not really, folks, what your good guys like Dave are looking to see. What is your affordability so that I can do the best job for you with the dollars you have available?
Right.
That's really what you're asking.
Yeah, and the relationship between a marketer and a client it's truly a symbiotic relationship. I mean, that every month, I do this day in, day out, month in, month out, year in, year out. And so I'm looking for clients that I can work with over many years, many months. I've got one particular client that's been with me 29 years. But you have to be honest with those clients. You have to steer them the right way, take them to the right programs. And through us doing what's right and doing our job, it causes the client to continue.
It's kind of, I don't want to get real religious, but it's kind of like seed faith. You give and it comes back. Those clients, when they're successful and you've been part of that success for them, they are naturally going to say, well, Dave, I've got a little more extra money to spend. How do you think we could use it and utilize that effectively? Right. And then you're able to steer them in the right direction. So it's not all about just being on primetime news. You can be on morning news. You've got afternoon stuff. You've got even real early. It's according to you have to define who you're looking for.
Right. And every TV station has value. I mean, every station, every media, everything works. There's a mathematical formula that I use, that you use, and we can talk about that in a minute. But not every program's appropriate for every client, and so you have to find the right mix.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I think the one size fits all. And of course, there are certain situations where you're visited by a station as a businessman, and they say, "We've got this sports package."
Right.
Right. And especially you guys with Channel 2, you own the
Olympics are
coming up, and you own that. Now that's something that everybody watches. It seems like.
Right.
So that kind of program, or even if it's a football package that maybe skews a little heavier toward men, it's not like it's good for everybody, but there are those businesses it's good for.
Right.
And that's why you create those packages.
Right. Yeah, in those mass platforms, packaging works.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's 4 or 5 times a year that we have packages that we'll take to a client of one size fits all. But everything else is custom built. We custom build everything.
Custom build it every time. Well, we're going to go a little more into that when we get back, but let's hear from one of our sponsors.